Hey everyone, welcome back. Trish will be joining us shortly. She's having some problems with her internet. So, uh, I'm talking to her right now. She's just having a lot of problems with her internet. So, I don't know if she'll even be able to get into chat right now. So how is everyone doing tonight? Yeah, I know. Not enough coffee, not enough chocolate. I've got my coffee here. There's just so much going on tonight. There really is. It's insane. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Tara. Hi, Angel. Heidi. Hi, Dawn Marie. Hi, K Dog. How are you? Hi, Marie. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Karen. Hi, Larry. Hi, Amanda. Tara, Cece, Carson, Big Mama Steph, Willie, Miss Escobar, and Jack, and Patricia, and Chris, Butterfly Lady. Oh, you had Italian for dinner tonight. Well, my. So there's a lot going on, okay? And this is one thing that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention. Hey, Daisy May. All right. This was sent to me by an email, okay? And I asked for permission to use this, obviously. So, and I was granted permission. And it says, I thought you might find this interesting. My sister-in-law was in self-checkout at Walmart today in Boise, Idaho, and hit the finish and pay option. It then proceeded to tell her, now get this, because I was so shocked. And I said, okay, what's really going on here? And that's why the title of this live is what it is. Okay, because right now you really have to amp up your preps in more ways than one. Okay. It proceeded to tell her that she had exceeded her purchase limits. She hit the help light, and an employee promptly came over and put a code in to let her pay for her groceries and told my sister in law that wasn't supposed to happen. They have not implemented that yet. So, yeah, Tara, exactly. They have not implemented that yet. So at Walmart, they're going to be limiting your purchases, and you're not going to find out until you get to the cash register. So let that sink in for just a moment. And if it's going to be happening at Walmart, just think about all the big chains that are all over. So we have Walmarts, we have Targets, Winn-Dixie, Big Lots. What are some of the bigger named stores around you guys? Okay. Is it going to hit Costco? Is it going to hit Sam's Club? Okay. Think about all these big grocery names. Okay. Save a Lot, Aldi's. Okay. If they're going to put limits on how much we can buy, until that happens, let's amp it up. Okay. I know I've said in the past, add 10 or $20 more onto your grocery bill every week or whatever the case may be. Buy that extra bag of rice or that extra bag of beans or that extra flat of canned goods or whatever the case may be. We got to add a little bit more than that now because we don't have much time. You only have Walmart there, Mary Brewer. All right, well, hun, I'm serious. Start shopping online, maybe. Okay. New York saying we don't have a constitution. They said the constitution is not a suicide pact guaranteeing a right to harm others. Oh, Lord. Rage Against the Machine. Okay, well, listen. Hey, Trish. Oh, good. You're in chat at least. All right, babe. Good. I'm glad. Send me the link to come in here. I don't know if I can because it's on my laptop. I am just disgusted right now with everything. I have literally been amping everything up when it comes to canning. Okay, if you haven't started canning, what state? This was Boise, Idaho, Sharon. Boise, Idaho. Okay. But I know, Trish, I saw it, but I have the link on my, let me see. Let me go into my uh, emails. Hang on, everyone, for just a moment, okay? Please excuse me. Copy URL. Paste. There you go. So I'm trying, if we can try and get more preps, okay? If you haven't started canning, like I said, please let's get down with canning, okay? There is not a shortage on canning jars as of yet that I have noticed around here in the Tampa Bay area, okay? Get your meats before they get so expensive that you can't do it anymore, okay? Start canning vegetables, okay? Even dry canning your rice, okay? You can can dry goods. Let's get everything canned. Let's start going. Let's go, okay? Please, because if this is already happening in Boise, Idaho, it's going to start hitting every other state, every state, every state, okay? So please hear this now. Let's go. Let's go. Okay? Javon, so broke what? I'm sorry, I didn't see that. So broke, can't afford canning jars at the moment, fairly well prepped and have bought a canner. Okay, well, good. I'm good. At least you've got a canner. How about you go to Goodwill or maybe Salvation Army or any kind of secondhand stores. Go look at yard sales. Let's see if we can get some canning jars at yard sales, okay? And see if you can get some canning jars that way, all right? And let's start canning, okay? Please. I've been canning for 3 days straight. Um, oh, here she is. Lord, Lord, Lord. All right, you there? Can you hear me? Trish? Trish? She can't even hear me. I don't know what's going on with her internet. Um, I just today I went and bought 40 pounds of potatoes, 12 pounds of carrots, um, tomatoes. I bought everything, garlic. I'm going to be canning everything, everything, everything. Let's, please. All right. I found cheap canning jars at yard sales and on Facebook Marketplace, but can't find lids yet. I know lids are starting to come, they're starting to get hard to find again. I know. I get it. I get it. But Trish has actually, if she can get her connection going, she has actually found a way to reuse your lids. So, no, sweetheart, I did not dry can my potatoes. I pressure can my potatoes. The quarts, 40 minutes, okay, to dry can your potatoes. Not the instant mashed potatoes, actual potatoes. Oh, Bob, I'm so sorry that your grandson got it. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I know, Sharon. You know what? They look awful, but they taste amazing. They really do. They really do. They taste really good. You'd never know it once you warm them up. Put some powdered milk and some, you know, butter, parsley, whatever. Mix them up. Mashed potatoes. You'd never know. Seriously, you're in, but it just keeps spinning. All right, Trish. Well, Yeah, potatoes are very easy to dehydrate. Just cut them thin enough, like almost like potato chip thin, cut them up thin enough. So, so there she is. Can you hear me? No? Shoot. Why do they look ugly? Because they're starchy. That's why. Past 2 days, I got 3 emails from my son saying deposit key. Yeah. What's going on around here, okay, is my niece and my nephew actually haven't been picked up by the school buses for the past 2 days. Because why? The school bus drivers are quitting. So for 2 days, they haven't gone to school. And my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they have a moving business. So they leave the house at 6 o'clock in the morning. So they didn't even know that their kids haven't even gone to school. And if it wasn't for my mother-in-law being home, the kids would have been by themselves. My mother-in-law doesn't drive. And the schools are 6 miles away from the house. So these kids had no way to get to school. No way. So they've been home for 2 days straight because those school bus drivers are just quitting. Yeah, Nan, exactly. A lot of people are quitting their jobs. Yep. It's insane. It really is. It's insane what's going on right now. So, also, um, there was something else. She got kicked out. I don't know what's going on. It's her internet. Um, oh, Lady Casca, when you get a chance, I haven't seen you in a while. Can you email me, please? I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Whoa, what was that, Stephanie? What? Just saw a video explaining that military can still opt out of the jab. There's a loophole in the FDA letter. I heard about that. I heard about that. Yeah. Second page, second paragraph, or something like that. Yeah, I know. When is Big Brother not listening, TN Prepper? Driver shortages in Alaska. You mean trucking driver shortages, VR? Because I live 45 minutes away. That's why they didn't call me to drive them to school. That's why. Yeah. Andrew's doing okay. I talked to him the other night through text message. He's doing okay. You know, that's all we can really say, you know. So, oh, okay, buses, school buses, VR. There, so yeah. Yeah, I live 45 minutes away from my mother-in-law. So that's why she didn't even think really to call and say, "Hey, can you take the kids to school?" So, if they can opt out, you know what? I will be the happiest Marine mom. Oh, by the way, I went to the post office today and thank you to, because there was no name on it. So thank you to whoever bought me a shelving unit. I am happier than a pig in slop right now because I am so like, you know, I have no room to put any of my canning jars after I'm done canning. And I'm like, shelving units. So I was so excited. So thank you to whoever did that. So, because there was no like name on there saying, hi, it's me, you know? Yeah, I know. Stamps are going up to 58 cents. I know. So, There she is. Hang on.
And yeah. Okay.
Here you are.
Awesome. Thank you. Hello.
Yes.
I'm on, but I have half a black screen and I don't know why.
Well, I can see you and I can
Okay.
hear you. Oh, it was Darcy? Because I know she got me the coffee maker, right? And the cat food, but I didn't know she did shelving units too. And I'm like, oh my God. Darcy, you're crazy. I love you.
All right. So I guess this is going to be small. I don't
You're
know.
fine.
Okay, it's about this big on my
I
end.
can see you completely like as if it was never
Okay.
small. Yeah.
All right. So it's a little hi guys. I cannot chat at all because as it is, I'm on Nikki's phone and every one of my phones have been conveniently blocked for tonight. Every one of them. And I have a dozen of these. Yes, all of them blocked tonight. Now, granted, it's the same service, but Nikki has the same service too, and her phone has not been touched. All of mine are. Yeah.
Like TN Prepper said, somebody's watching. And I said, when are they
Exactly.
not?
Somebody
When
knew what I
are
was
they
going to
not?
do. Somebody knew what I was going to do tonight. So here I am. All right. You were talking. I don't want to disturb what you were saying.
No, it's okay. I was just answering some questions and they were asking about Andrew and stuff like that. So, you know me, I'm always excited to talk about Andrew.
Absolutely.
And Darcy, she did it again. She bought me she bought me shelving units. I'm so excited.
All right. All right. So if you guys are asking me anything in the chat tonight, I don't have it. Sorry.
Not yet. Not
It's
yet.
just me. It's just me. Okay? No chat.
That's what all of those phones are. Just me. Prepaids, burners, aren't they?
Mine?
Yeah.
No. No.
Oh.
Mine are very expensive trading phones. Very expensive. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean they operate as cell phones too, but no, I've got a 2-year on every one of my phones and they're yeah, all very expensive.
Tara, I will. She said, please tell Trish to be safe. Absolutely.
Yeah, everything's coming up with no connection whatsoever. I'm like, really? Because it just stops at 7 o'clock? No, I don't think so.
And so it begins.
Right. So here I am with coffee, because Lord knows I'm gonna need it.
Hi, Val. Oh, you're fermenting vegetables, specifically garlic. Ew. I like that. Really? Did he? Jason showed a non-mandate rally in New York today. Nice.
Wow. Good.
Yeah. Everybody's saying hi to you.
Hi. I'm sorry. What a confusing, chaotic day. And then I go to come on here. And as we normally do, we're usually on here talking for about 10, 15 minutes before we come on. Nothing. I can't get on for nothing. So here we are. What do you want to do first?
You have food grade bucket, Mama. Food grade buckets. How do you store flour in them? Mylar bags, oxygen absorber packs. You didn't.
Yep.
See, I didn't see your tweet earlier. I don't have Twitter, Jeff. Sorry, honey. My wife said Walmart is mandating. She was not happy. Yeah, every place is. And there was an airline saying that they're going to start charging their employees the unarmed candy $200 a month.
Wow.
It's like, so ridiculous. It really is. Yeah, I saw that, Melody, about Augustin Farms. Their number 10 cans on Amazon. Their prices are getting really good. Daisy May said hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. Even though I'm on your phone.
Yeah. No, don't put Mylar bags in with sugar or salt or anything like that. It was Delta Airlines. Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one it was. I normally, with my sugar and my flour, what I do is there's jars that are specifically made just for either water bath canning or dry canning. And I get them at Royal King, and they're much cheaper than regular jars. Right. And I put my sugar, my flour, and stuff like that all in there. If you've ever seen in my newer videos, if you look up like on my plant shelves, you'll see a whole bunch of mason jars lined up. That's where I have all of my flour, my different sugars, and stuff like that in those mason jars. So, why was Trisha's day so chaotic? Our days are always chaotic. It never stops.
Well,
Between prep shopping and canning and getting the newsletter, trying to get that done for all of you guys. And oh God, you don't know. And it's like,
yeah, and I got some interesting intel last night that someone doesn't want me to say. So here I am. Either way, it's going to get out. I just can't necessarily share a link right now, which I was intending to do. When I can, I'll put it in the comment section of this video. I just don't know when it's going to be. So you guys might want to check back on this video from time to time and see if I've dropped a link in there. So yeah, I've been canning. I got so much so many things said to me that I went out and actually doubled down on the canning. I went last weekend and I did 150 pounds of chicken. This week, now, today, another 150 pounds of chicken, plus about 30, maybe 40 pounds of pork and hamburg. I'm just putting as much as I can on the shelf. All proteins. There just does not seem to be a way to stop, and that's not good.
yeah.
So I was hoping that, I was far along enough that I could say, all right, maybe we can peel back on doing that. Nope.
Somebody asked if this info has anything to do with the end of the petrodollar.
Yes, it absolutely does.
Yes, it absolutely does. No shit. Okay.
Yeah. On Tuesday, Saudi Arabia and Russia signed a deal. I wasn't going to start with this, but I might as well. Why not? They signed a deal that now makes Russia and their currency ahead of ours. Quite a bit ahead of ours. And in doing so, it's going to send a lot of our US dollars back to the US. And what's going to happen then? You're going to have a flood of American bills coming in. with fairly high demand and supply, but excess money. It's not just going to be, as we've been calling it, hyperinflation. This will be mega hyperinflation. And they don't want you to know that. See, we went from a gold standard to the petrodollar, and now it's been pulled out from under us and given over to Russia. Because the US and Saudi Arabia signed that deal in the 70s, and now it's not us anymore. It's now Russia. So when the rest of those countries decide to turn in the US dollars for Russian bills, where are those US dollars going to go? They come back home. And when you have too many dollars floating around, nobody using them, but you have high demand and low supply, straight down. But what happens to the cost of all the goods? Straight up. So what I've been telling you guys all along, and we've said from the beginning on here, the dollar is going to decrease drastically, but the cost of everything is going to go up. And the only safe haven are these. I've been saying it from day one. Hadn't really thrown the petrodollar in the mix, but that just makes it that much worse. So Russia perhaps becoming much, much stronger than the US in all ways. I think that's going to hurt us quite a bit. Some are saying that in not long from now, and I'm not going to put a date on it, that we will wish we were Venezuela. That's how bad this will get. That's how bad this will get.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're going to wish we were Venezuela?
Because that's how bad this will get. It will get worse than Venezuela. First off, Venezuela wasn't as well off as we are now, right? So when we end up much worse, it's going to be worse for us than it was for them. Yeah. Yeah, and they don't want me
Come
talking.
off it.
They don't
Are
want
you
me talking.
serious?
Every single bank, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, every damn one of them know what's coming. Every damn one of them. So when they signed that deal on Tuesday, when they signed that deal, my head just about spun. But yeah, we'll wish we were.
Yeah. I can't.
I get it. I get it.
I can't. Sorry, I'm looking for something in my purse. Or as Sean calls it, the black hole.
Well, while we're doing that, why don't I give you what I was actually going to talk to you about tonight also. We've said from the get-go that this is all planned, and we've known that all along. This whole pandemic, call it what you wish, all of it has been planned, well orchestrated, 50 years in advance. And for those of you that don't want to believe that, well, I can't change your mind, but this was planned a long time ago. So as far as throwing the petrodollar into the mix, it doesn't shock me, but the timing of it does. So to keep people distracted from this whole agreement with Saudi Arabia and Russia, it's real convenient to throw in an Afghan war, isn't it?
Yes.
But you want to know what else they also threw in? I can tell you, because
I
I got it
can
all written down.
imagine.
It's sickening what they threw in that you and I paid for.
You know what? This is my channel, and I want you to speak that damn truth. Okay? And I don't give a shit when anybody, there it is. I just pulled all that shit out of my purse for no freaking reason. And I want you to speak that damn truth. Okay? This is my channel, and I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, but I'm Italian, damn it. No one pays my bills but me and my husband. If I want you to speak that truth, you're going to speak it. They don't put food on my table, I do. They don't pay my mortgage, I do. They don't keep the lights on in my house, I do. They don't keep the water running, I do. If I say speak that damn truth, you speak it.
Well,
Screw the elite. They ain't shit. Until they start paying my bills, that's when they can have a fucking say. My bad. Sorry for cursing. I love you.
Well, as far as I'm concerned,
Tell me what I can say on my damn channel. I'm going to show you who's boss. Sons of bitches.
All right, so
you don't know who you're screwing with.
Actually, they don't. Beyond the channel, they really don't know who they're messing with. But there is more than one way to get this done. And I'm not going to stop, regardless of the obstacles that come along the way. So, yes, the petrodollar leaving is an issue. It's a major, major issue. But these are even worse.
Oh, Tom. Thank you.
Are you all done now?
Yes, I was just thanking Tom.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, regardless of how I need to get the message out, it will get out. I don't care what I have to do. But shutting my phones down was not a shock, really. And you said to me, go on your laptop, go on your laptop. Well, there's a reason why I won't.
Yeah.
Right? If they can get through to my phone, they get through to my laptop, and stuff I have on there is quite sensitive. Yeah. A lot of stuff. And I'm not giving anybody access to it. So, I don't know what any comments are. So if you have any questions, Autumn, you're going to have to say them.
No, they just keep saying, amen, because I yelled.
All right. So
thank you, VR.
I had to make notes for this because this was so extraordinary. There is no way that I could have remembered a third of it, let alone half of it. Not a chance. So forgive me. I have notes. With regard to the petrodollar, we can get back to that. But this whole Afghan thing began with 9/11, right? And we all know what 9/11 was. It wasn't just a massive tragedy, it was a major cover-up. And it was an inside job, from a big white building. So same thing with after. It's an inside job from a big white building 20 years later. And what we left them behind is pretty unbelievable. Let me start with this one.
Thank you, Liz. I love you too.
First thing we left behind. 2000. 2000. Armored vehicles. 2000. Armored vehicles. I don't know if you have one, but I sure don't. And we paid for 2,000 of them. Next one. 60. 60. 60. Black Hawk helicopters. 60 of them. Left them behind. With all our technology and everything. 30. 30. Military version Cessna planes. 30 of them. 29. Super Tucano ground attack aircraft. 29. Get this. 600,000. 600,000 small arms. Oh, but they want to take ours away, right? What do they want to do? Send them to Afghan too? 600,000 small arms. 50 caliber sniper systems. Joe Biden's Christmas to Afghanistan. 1,394. Where are the other 6? I don't know, but it's an odd number. So 1,394 M203 grenade launchers. And 20,000 grenades. Of course, got to have those. 20mm Gatling guns and 60,000 rounds of ammo. What the hell army are we building anyway? Still going. 1,000. 1,000. Okay. 1,000 rounds of mortars. 1,000 of them. Still going. 162. Get this. 162,000 pieces of encrypted military communications gear. What? Yeah, I'm sure they love Joe right now. Still going. 16,000 night vision goggles. Really, Joe? 16,000. Still going. Oh yeah, let's not forget this one. The newest night vision thermoscopes. Still going. 10,000. 10,000 air to ground rockets. Still going. Numerous laser aiming units. Still going. Oh yeah. I bet you they're thanking Joe for this one. Our administration's encrypted cell phones and laptops. Oh, and guess what? They're all operational. Still going. $20 million rounds of 7.62 millimeter ammo. 20 million. How the hell do you even get 20 million of them sent over there? Really? Our tax dollars paid to ship them there too. Still going. 9 million rounds of 50 caliber ammo. Still going. Plate carriers and the body armor that these guys are going to need with all of this. Still going. Don't forget, we've been there for 20 years, right? We sent them bulldozers, backhoes, dump trucks, excavators. I'm still going. Left it all. Oh, you're going to love this one. Pallets. Pallets. You know, those wooden things. Pallets. With millions of US dollars in currency. Yeah. Pallets of millions of US dollars in currency. Damn good thing it's probably going to not be worth crap shortly, huh? Still going. Get this. You're going to love this one. There's 3 left here. I saved the best 3 for last. Drone jamming equipment. Yeah. Our drone jamming equipment. I made a special note for this one. That gear that we left behind, that gear can jam our drones. Yeah. Oh, wait. Here's the real clincher to this entire thing. The CCP is currently there, picking through it all to take whatever interests them. Yeah. Thanks, Joe. Really? That's Joe Biden's Christmas to Afghanistan. He gave them everything, the whole damn lot, and money to boot. It started from a big White House 20 years ago, and they finished it off quite well. All of those laser-guided bombs. We'd be able, my God. Our laser-guided bombs, if we sent anything up, all of ours could now be re-steered away from the actual targets that we intended to hit. They can use our technology against us. If we have any conflict with China whatsoever, any, they can use everything that Joe just gave them against us to control anything that we do. You know, what he did wasn't an accident. What they did 20 years ago wasn't an accident. What they did now certainly isn't one. It's not incompetence either. That was 100% planned on purpose. The bad part about all of it is that once that technology that's now in their hands gets to Hamas or Hezbollah, Israel will fall. And if Israel falls, the United States is done. Period. That's biblical.
I have no words.
Now get this. Given everything I just said, that entire list of stuff, if civilian passenger airlines are up, they won't have a chance. Anywhere in the world, they won't have a chance. And those, pardon me, bastards will shoot them down and celebrate like it's the 4th of July. They did it before. They'll do it again. They'll do it without ever having to leave the ground this time. They can stay nice and safe using our own equipment against people. And we'd be hit at will. And we'll never know. We won't have a moment's notice. Not one moment. They can block all of our stuff. They're picking apart all of our technology now. And China will pay them anything they want. This will set back the United States Air Force, Marines, Army so badly that our nation may actually no longer be able to defend itself. Our technology is now fully in the hands of the CCP. Our technology can jam our own technology. And Joe just gave it away. Our jamming gear can be used to stop our drones.
What did they have on Potato, Darcy? Hunter's laptop. That's all I can think of. That sick son of a bitch and what he was doing. All the money that was being funneled out of the Ukraine.
But you have to
Right?
understand. But you have to understand, this isn't just about Joe and his son.
No, it's not.
Because that ailing man is just a puppet anyway.
And Pelosi, yeah, it's all of them. It's all of them. These bastards. It's all.
For 20 years, our people have been over there helping them to build and to do what is needed. Yeah. And so now we've left them all the equipment, we gave them all the technology, we left them tons of money. Oh my God. And we took Afghan refugees and brought them back here, but we left our own damn people. Whatever happened to No Man Left Behind, right?
Hang on.
So we take a bunch of their people who are now being shipped to different places throughout this country, and we leave our own. And the ones that are able to get out, although the airport's closed and I don't know how they're getting out, have to pay $2,000 per ticket just to get out. But we took a bunch of their people. They couldn't slip our people on those planes? No. They took a bunch of theirs. Okay, they're refugees. I get it. But you know what? You take your own first. What was that, a body swap? Or another way to depop? Because I can bet you anything. In 6 months, our folks that are left over there won't have heads anymore.
Yeah, Marcy, depopulation. It's all, everything is just falling into place. Everything that we've been saying for so long is all falling into place, and it's all making sense now, isn't it? Everyone that said that me and Trish were crazy, they're conspiracy theorists. They're drama queens. They're blowing it out of proportion. They don't know what they're talking about.
Y'all can
Now,
say what you want. Y'all can say what you want. I don't get this
it's
stuff
not
either.
them that is saying it. It's other content creators that hate us.
I know, but they'll watch this too. And what I'm saying is you can say what you damn well want. But I'm willing to actually put my neck on the line. Are you?
Yeah, Daisy, that's the other thing. They're fear mongers. Look at them. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not a fear monger, and neither is Trish. We tell it like it is, and that's why I kept getting in trouble.
I don't
I tell
care
the truth.
if someone wants to try to stop me or not. Until my last breath, I'm going to say what is correct, whether they like it or not. And I'm not afraid of when my last breath will be. I know where I'm going. They better hope they're going to the right place too.
I know.
So add to all of this, add to all of that, the petrodollar. This isn't just going to be a deflating of the dollar or a supply and demand issue. This is going to be one of those scenarios where Venezuela actually turns out better than us.
That scares the hell out of me.
Yeah, me too.
None of us here, there's over 800 people watching right now. None of us here can prepare fast enough to survive another Venezuela. None of us.
No, unfortunately, we can't. And I can't even tell you how fast it's coming because everything that they've done from November to now has been boom, 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 in order and fast. Why? Because they pre-planned this crap a long time ago. And if it wasn't for Mr. T being in office, they would have started it back then.
Yeah.
He was just a roadblock.
And someone had just asked, do you think that 45 is involved in like the background of this or anything like that?
Don't ask me that.
I'm going to say it again. Prep like you have never prepped before. If you have a pressure canner and those jars and they've been sitting in your garage and just you've been looking at them and saying, well, I'll get to that eventually. I'll get to that eventually. Now is your eventually.
You know, I keep saying that maybe I can start with something else and do something different, and then I get this. I can't even consider the idea of slowing down.
I wish it wasn't a bad nightmare. You know that, Crown Fox? I wish it was. But everything is just falling into place. And I've seen the pictures of all these things that are being left behind. I've seen the video. It's on MSN. Just nobody cares to look for it.
Not only that, they don't give you the real details of what it actually is. They don't come down to the numbers. And they certainly don't say that we paid for it all and we paid to ship it there. And we're arming their forces. And then they're going to sell it to China. They don't mention any of that. And now they're making a card. It's going to look like a little
And
credit card.
It.
I do, but unfortunately it's on my other phone right now that I can't show you. But it's a small little credit card. Okay? And I'll show you the link at some point, but I can't. While I'm here, let's see if I can. Hang on. Oh, maybe they think they've knocked me off long enough. Hang on. I might just be able to do it. Oh, yeah, now I'm on. Now I'm on. What do you know?
Yes, Joni, I got that, but I can't talk about that in a video. I will literally, I'll get thrown the hell off and never allowed back on. So I can't talk about that in a video, but yes, I did see it. Oh, and thank you, Brandy, for the donation and everybody who's given me donations tonight. I really appreciate you guys. You know me. I love you guys. You're my family. You know that. Oh, Jania.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Thank you, JK. Here, let me put that up for you guys so everyone can see it. She always finds the most amazing things.
Trying to find the back of the card. All right. Here we go. Can you take that down?
Mm-hmm.
I can't show you the front, but I can show you the back.
Okay. Hang on.
Mm-hmm. That takes up half of the screen on this end. So I don't know if you can see this or not. Let's see.
Gotcha.
That's the backside of a card. Obviously a sample with a person's identity, right? So it's a sample card. But that card, same size as a credit card. What is that?
It's me.
Oh.
Sorry.
So
my anxiety.
Yeah. So
No, it looks like a credit card, KY Cat.
I'm not supposed to show you this, but I'm gonna. Let's see if I can do this. No. All right. Got it?
Uh-huh. That's some bullshit right there.
Can you all read that? Sorry. Go away. There's a story under it, but I can't show you the whole thing.
Can't buy or sell. Exactly, times and laws.
And using our own homeland security against us. Yeah.
And guess who works for them? That one in there.
Yeah. So, Joe's Christmas to Afghanistan. And we can't buy or sell, but we have to pay for everything that we send over there and send them millions of dollars to boot. And we're all at risk no matter what we do, even if we're able to do it. So if you got that little thing and you went up in an airplane, good luck to you, because they're just going to celebrate when it goes down. Like the 4th of July, because they don't give a rat's ass. And our own white building had a whole lot to do with it.
Yeah, go on, Mom, exactly. She said, now I'm ready for the aliens to come, because it's like, what's left? What's left?
At this point, I'd probably welcome them, okay? I mean, this is like, what, really? How many billions of dollars? Oh, I can tell you how many billions of dollars. It was 85 billion that we left behind in Afghanistan. 85 billion in equipment and money. 85 billion. Let that sink in. And we pull out, leaving our own people there. It doesn't matter if they like them or not. They're American. Their fate is sealed. And I'll probably catch hell for doing this, but I don't care. I'm sure there'll be more by Friday. Our own drones. They're picking apart. What Chinese are known for is reverse engineering. They're spectacular at it. They pick things apart, they take them apart, they make them their own, and then they leave out minor little components, or they change a few things here or there, and patents be damned, they don't care. They've made it their own, right? They reverse engineer everything. And we just left it for them. There isn't a damn thing that anybody can do about it. What are we going to send them next? So they're insisting on passing out shots. And unless you have one, you're not going to get a little card and you can't buy food. But they get $85 billion in money and equipment. I'm sure they're very happy right now. You know, they called this health issue an opportunity. That's what they called it, what the elite called it. They called it an opportunity. People should have known right then and there. Opportunity for what? Opportunity for them to make billions of dollars and, of course, give ours away. And there's no way for our military to recover from this, not in our lifetime, not in any of our lifetimes. No way. They'd have to recreate everything from the beginning. And you guys don't want me to talk about this, huh? Because I can get louder and I can spill a whole lot more. Yeah. Not tonight, I'm exhausted. But I'll unload some more on Friday night if they piss me off even more. We can go into the Federal Reserve and all the banks individually, and I can tell you how much these elites actually have, where they got it from. How is this going to end? That's what I asked myself. How is this going to end? Because it's all one big game. It's all it ever has been. It's one big game. And I've said it before, only the players in the game change. Right? So what's the next move? Because you got to be planning multiple moves ahead, just like in chess. You got to know.
So hard. It's so hard for us to be even 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. For a lot of us, it's hard.
Right. And you can't be unless you know what their moves are going to be. So that's what you have to ask. What are the next moves? It's not what are your moves, it's what are theirs. You've always
But a
got
lot of times we don't know what their moves are.
Right.
So,
well, that's where I'm going. I'm going, all right, what's their goal, right? It's all about goals. So what's their next goal. I'm sure they've already got it lined up, and I'm sure there are multiple steps into it.
All we can do is what we've been doing.
Yep.
Stack it to the rafters.
Yep.
Be there for each other.
Yeah.
We are a community. We are a family.
Right.
That's it. We're all we have.
Yeah.
That's it.
Stay informed. Make sure you keep listening, that you stay on top of it. Don't say, oh, I can't take anymore and shut down. We all have those moments. I know. I understand that. Believe me, I have them. I said to Nikki today, we were driving around looking for jars from building to building, going from store to store. And my head was just pounding because I know what I've got and I know what needs to get out there, and there's so much more. But I'm also thinking, how can I help or lead or direct people in the next 4, 5, 6 steps so that they're going in the right direction at the right time?
Yeah. It is so hard. It's so stressful because we're trying to help lead people in the right direction. And sometimes we don't even know what direction we're going in ourselves. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm going in 4 or 5 at a time, honestly.
yeah, yeah.
And
I'm
my
scatterbrained a lot of times. I know you're scatterbrained a lot of times. I just don't know which way to turn, you
yeah,
know. It's like last night we were talking and I said, I've got so much going on right now. I can't I cannot focus on one thing. I can't do it.
but that's
Oh,
wow.
it's Angel. Come on.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Somebody's being
What?
vocal, huh? Well, that's where we have to be really careful though, because you have to be able to focus. You have to be able to keep yourself moving ahead, even if it is one step at a time, because that's really all you can do anyway. And make sure that you don't lose your focus. No matter how much they give away, no matter what they do, no matter how much they work against us, we have to do this so that at the end of the day, when the rioting starts, because I can guarantee you it's going to start damn soon. Why? The petrodollar alone will do that. But as she and I were talking about in the car today, it's when the people wake up. We may have, but they haven't yet. And until they do, and honestly, I think that's going to be with the food. How many people right now are out there complaining about the fact that hamburgers $5 a pound? Wait until it goes to 50.
Yeah.
Because it will. They're going to take a zero off the bank accounts and they're going to apply it to the food. Hamburger is going to go from $5 a pound to 50. I can
It's a hell of
guarantee
a lot
you.
more expensive down here than $5 a pound. We're paying $6.99 a pound.
Right now we're $4.99 for the 93.7. So
That's good. We're paying $6.99 for that.
So when it goes with your bank account going down and the food going up, that's why they take a zero off the dollars. And that's what they're known to doing with currency over historical times. You can look at it and say, okay, they lob off zeros. Sometimes it's 3 at a time. Sometimes it's 1. It really depends. I don't know if it'll be 3 here. I can say it's definitely going to be 1. You have 5,000 in the bank, you're going to be down to 500 when they lob off a zero. But the $5 hamburger is going to turn into 50.
Yeah.
Which means you have less purchasing power and a higher cost to buy it. And it's not just going to be food, although food will be one of the biggest things they hit. And while they're doing that, I want you guys to understand something. There's a reverse side to the food. It's the commodities market. And I don't mean gold and silver, although that's part of it. And I don't mean water, that's part of it too. I mean the actual commodities market for corn, for wheat, for soybeans, for all that stuff, for Tyson Foods, for all of those, okay? They may be companies, but it's still meat and it's still considered a commodity, even though there's a stock for those companies. So as we have a limited supply, as we have numerous weather issues, as we have them killing off or culling the herd, as they say, because of drought, and they take years to grow cattle. They're not overnight. They can't replace them overnight either. Chickens, a lot different. So as they're destroying the dollar, they're applying it to your food prices. But what happens to the commodities market that they, the investors, the big investors, the elite, have jumped into, right? Because they're going to take their money out of the regular part of the stock market. They're going to go into the commodities market when the food prices are going sky high, and they're going to make a fortune. Well, you can't afford to buy food. But yet the people are saying, well, $15 an hour, now we're making more money. That's BS. You're not making more money if they're stealing your purchasing power and charging you more in food. Because that's the one thing you can't live without, food and water. You can live without buying another 100-inch screen TV, whatever, but you got to eat. So they're going to make a ton of money off of you guys in the commodities market while the food prices rise up. And that's why I'm grateful I'm playing both sides of this, because I'm able to be in some of that stuff, the stock market, the commodities market, to be able to do what is needed. And that's why we started the 195 group, because that's my goal, is to make sure it can help protect other people for minimal money. So I'm going to work on that very diligently. And as this all happens, though, it's going to be converted back into something, because the one thing you don't want to do is convert it back into deflated dollars. Shall I say it again, please? It's easy to convert it into these. And then you preserve it in these. But you need food now. So make sure you have food now. Gasoline. Make sure you have gasoline too. If you need it for anything, you work from home, you probably don't need it as much. But I saw the video, and some of you might have seen it, where they're dumping oil. I mean, they're dumping oil. Why? They want the price to go up. They want to raise the price. And the estimate is $150 a barrel. That's what they're looking to get at. $150 a barrel. If they can do that, you know what that means for us? I sure do. $30 a gallon. Yep. I'm not saying that's going to happen soon, but they're dumping oil on purpose. The roadways in farms, they're dumping oil. I have the video. Let's see if I can play it for you. Hang on a minute. They've pissed me off a lot. Can you tell?
I don't know if it's going to affect Canada, but I'm sure it's going to affect everywhere, really, I think. Ben, you want to have a pillow fight? Are you serious? Who voices this?
Oh, yeah, I have it. So I don't know how easy it's going to be to show you this, but I'll do what I can. This is an 8-minute video, and I know we're probably running late right now, so bear with me. This is a video that I was given, and it's a compilation of probably 6 different videos, all short. So they're one after another after another. And they're all in an 8-minute span. 1 or 2 you might have seen before because they've been around for a little bit.
Right.
But they all tie in together. So let me see if I can show you this. All right. The first one, this one's been around a little bit longer than the others. Let me turn the volume up. All right. You ready? You guys remember this guy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So he's one of the ones that's been around a little bit longer, but some of the others haven't been. So they're all one right after another.
So me and my coworker got talking today, and something came up that I didn't really think about when my dad mentioned it to me. He's worked in the agriculture industry for over 40 years. This year, farmers are being offered 1.5 times the value of their crops to destroy them. They're also being told by the federal government they will not receive subsidies for farming if they refuse to destroy their crops. What does that mean? That means that the farmer cannot afford to provide you with food based upon the taxes the government is levying on him if the government doesn't in turn give him back his tax money to provide you with food. Kind of a fucked up system, but that's how it works. And, well, they're not going to subsidize them if they don't destroy the crops. They'll pay them more than what it's worth, and they want them to destroy it. They'll still get their subsidies. They're trying to create a food shortage. We've got 8 months to get our own food supply. We're probably going to be facing mass starvation.
It's true that the government is paying farmers to destroy their crops. And the simple answer to that is yes, they are. Initially heard about the government paying farmers to destroy their crops, I thought it was a load of bullshit. Well, lo and behold, we received our destruction notice the other day. So basically, there was 2 options on how to destroy the crop. The government could fly on Agent Orange, or we could manually destroy the crop ourselves. But we put too much blood, sweat, and tears in it to let them destroy it, so we decided to manually do it ourselves. Basically, it said if we used a lawnmower to destroy the crop, we could receive an extra $600 an acre. Something about the low carbon footprint or something. So that's what we're doing.
I got my letter yesterday. The letter asking you to destroy some crop. Along with the letter, I had to sign for a certified package, which included these 2 binders, and then of course this 3-ring binder on how to properly dispose of your crops. And as you can tell, it's on government paper. And as you can tell, this here is the affected area in my section of the county, closest town. And of course, you can't run away, leave, you live. So from the county tracts, then they break it down into these individual farm tracts that you have to destroy. And you can see the crop or the field.
This is the second machine that I dropped off here for the local farmers. Just want to show you a little bit of each drum. You got 4 of these drums, 2 on each side. Now you can imagine the damage they can do, not counting the blade, which you can set down. So this will be the first field that we take care of. So all we're going to do is mash everything into the ground. And then I'm going to go pick up some steel plates, lay them across the road plates, so we can get the machines over there, start on that farm. So the farmers got paid by the government. I don't understand what it's all about, but they got paid. Now they hired us to come in here and just destroy whatever we can. I don't understand how it all works, but we're already paid for a certain amount of time. You hear the first machine already running out there. But when you hear them farmers saying they're getting paid to destroy everything, they ain't bullshitting y'all. Y'all better start paying attention.
Well, what you saw right there ought to concern you. I was doing exactly what I was told via a letter I got last night in the mail from the Department of Hydrocarbons. They said in order to stabilize oil prices, they need a bunch of oil just dumped, and not dumped on the market, just dumped on lease roads and field roads and things like that. So I'm hooked up to that oil tank, going straight into my truck to get rid of it. Well, I'm going to get fined if I don't get rid of it, they said. So that prompted me to call District Selectman Tony Deloge and ask him about this letter. He said he didn't know much about it, but he would suggest that I follow whatever it says. So here we go. You know, these are some serious times right now. Since January, oil prices have been through the roof. I'm seeing more and more farmers on TikTok saying that the government's paying them to kill their fields. Agent Orange, I saw a guy with a lawnmower mowing down beans, getting paid to do it. They're controlling food. Now they're going to control energy. I don't understand why this is going on. But I tell you what, if they control food and they control energy, what freedom do you have left? Man, isn't this something?
I'm sorry about the music. I'm going to recap. This is the container that was in the video yesterday, and we have unloaded the container. Freight is setting at ports. It is not moving, and we're talking ports around the world. Now, the freight that was on this container was shipped 37 days ago. This is that freight behind me. Somebody is intentionally hindering freight from moving back and forth. There are ports that are stacked. The directive is let it set. Let it set. I reached out to my largest customer, this customer, and that's what I was told, that the directive is let it set. We are definitely going to experience shortages, the likes of which you have never seen.
They're trying to keep me quiet. I need you guys to blow this up and stop scrolling. Control the food supply, control the people. This is what's happening. This is the truth. As a fourth-generation farmer, I am hearing cries across the United States. The Biden administration introduced the 3030 bill, saying that it is a climate change bill, a conservation bill. But if you look deeper, and if you really research what they're trying to do in Nebraska, it is disgusting. Why the hell does the government want 1.16 million acres in Nebraska? Because 97% of Nebraska is privately owned, so they're taking from farmers and ranchers and hardworking Americans. And by 2030, they want to take 680 million acres across the United States, kill family farms, control the food supply, control the people. Are you guys ready to stand up?
So one of the things we're going to be talking about this week is the apparent fresh food shortage that's going to hit Europe and the UK over the next few weeks and months. This has been completely orchestrated, and it's absolutely terrible that this is likely to be happening right now. There is plenty of fresh food being grown at the moment all over Europe. We have no shortages. Farmers have no shortages, despite the weather changes that we've been having recently. There is an awful lot of fresh produce in the fields at the moment, as you can see behind me. This is purposely going to be brought in bulk and destroyed to create an apparent food shortage. Folks, start listening, wake up. There is no food shortage.
Yo, excuse my sexiness. I have some breaking news. So right now, the federal government is offering farmers 1.5 times the amount that their crops are worth to destroy them. I know it sounds crazy, but just look it up. Don't use Google because they filter your searches. Use DuckDuckGo, and you'll be able to find reliable information about this. Anyway, and if the farmers refuse to do this, then that same government will refuse to give them subsidies. I truly believe they're creating a food shortage, or they're going to. Can't prove it. Just look into what I'm saying, make up your own mind, but just to err on the side of caution, get some food, dried food, get water, be prepared.
Yeah.
Even if it's not going to happen, shit's getting weird and we all need to prepare. So.
Yeah.
Oil being dumped on field roads. What's the purpose in that? I'm so sick by this. You know, there's all these laws, environmental laws, right? You can't dump anything like that. You can't dump anything. I mean, what happened to all the hazardous issues? Right? Oh no, go dump it. In the meantime, people can't afford oil for their house for heat, and the gas prices are going up and up and up because that's what they make money on, right? And why do you think these are going down right now? Because they're trying to force the people that have these to sell them because they're going down a little bit. They want these back on the market so they can swallow them up. Don't you dare sell anything you have. Keep it. It's fake what they're doing. These will shoot up like a rocket. In the meantime, they're trying to cover all the shorts they have in the market too. But they don't have shorts on oil. You can be damn sure about that. They have shorts in the precious metal market, which means they're hoping the price will come down. And when it does, they make a ton of money on it. You guys, hopefully, are smart enough not to sell these, because that in turn brings it down a little bit more. And then these are on the market for them to buy them cheaper, so that when it goes up like a rocket, they make more money. This is the time for you to get them. Silver, not gold. Silver. Oil dumped on fields to raise the price so that they make money and we can afford it. Violating every law out there with regard to environmental issues. Every environmental code. It's egregious what they're doing. I have more. Friday night. We'll go over BlackRock, the housing market, why they're truly swallowing everything up, mortgages, unemployment, the moratorium, and the closing of more small businesses.
And JK, she's in here. Okay. She just sent me this text. She said, can you tell everyone to map these water dispensaries in their area in case water runs out, and keep jugs and bottles. So here you go. If you can see this. Okay. I've seen these in Walmart. All right.
Yeah.
You could see those, everyone. Okay, try and get to these. Save your bottles, save your jugs, all right, and fill them up with water.
Yeah, see, the issue is not so much that there won't be water. The issue is that with a weak supply chain as it is, most municipalities treat with chlorine. It's that they're not going to have the chlorine to treat the water. So regardless of the water that you have, if you get one of those Alexa Pure water treatment containers that I've mentioned to you guys before, that will help. You can use it with rainwater. You can use it with even municipal water from the tap that has not necessarily been treated well enough. It still filters out all that stuff. And it does a good job. I am not, though, saying that you shouldn't boil it afterward. I still think it is a good idea to boil it. Either boil it before or boil it after. And then once it is cooled down, put it through that filter. But you'll have something. Now, if they do not have enough chlorine to treat the system, it is very possible that they will turn the water off. It is possible. I think it's less possible because they still want the sewer systems to work. And they may say you have a boil water order, or they may ask to not drink the water, still just use it for sanitation purposes. So I think they'll still keep that running as long as it can run, even if it's not treated 100% the way it should be.
Yeah. And G2 just made a statement. She said, get additional filters while you still can. Yeah. The filters that Trish has been buying herself, those links are in the description box below. Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Yep.
So the scandal behind the banks and why they're doing what they're doing.
Where they were.
And
what?
The moratorium. And everything else, to me, is even worse than all this stuff. Because we can't get this back. But people don't need to lose their homes. And they don't have to keep swallowing swallowing people's investments up. But of course, that's their goal, to make them richer, right? And it's not just BlackRock. People blame BlackRock for virtually everything. It's not just them. But they certainly have their hands in it. They're smart. They're putting their money into tangible investments. that will go up, even though for a short time they may come down. They'll make up for it because the losses are right off for them anyway. And they don't really want you to own anything. They want you to rent. So there's a lot of money for them in it, even in a downturn. High rent, good write-off. The tax bills mean nothing to them. In most cases, those big guys don't end up having to pay the tax bill anyway.
Right. Here, I'll put those in the live chat as well. I'm putting the links to those filters in the live chat as well.
Yeah.
All right.
And they'll get more expensive, so get what you can. You know, I'm not saying to spend your last dollar, but definitely get what you can.
Yeah.
They're good for I forget how many gallons. I think it's I put a chart on my wall. I want to say it's 160 gallons.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
And I put the radon link in there too. Okay.
Good.
So.
Thank you. Yeah. All of that stuff is still needed.
Yeah.
Timing on that kind of thing. I don't know. I have such a sick feeling in my gut, but they can't possibly say that this wasn't orchestrated because it was so well pulled off. And they think that the rest of us, those of us that are on the more conservative side, let's say, won't do anything. Why? Well, because we haven't. There hasn't been an uprising yet, and they're thinking that we'll just deal with it.
Right.
Are we actually going to stand up? Are we going to stand together and be united and actually come against them?
Yeah.
That's the gamble, because what people don't realize is that is such a small group. It's only about 12 people, and they are afraid of us. Oh, take my word for it. They are afraid. But our people seem defeated, and they just haven't come together. So the first object for them always is divide and conquer, right? So if we are divided, we can never become united, and therefore rise up and take back what has been taken from us. But how do you get a group of people that are all over the place together to do it? And have them in enough of a quantity and in the right places at the right time to achieve the goal that you're after, because it's all about the
right.
goal.
Right.
You have to play the same game they're playing. You have to, because it's the only way you can be a player in the game. Because you can't hit them in the wallet. There's no way to hit them in the wallet. And if you do successfully do that, it doesn't matter to them. They have plenty. You got to hit them where it matters. It took 20 years for them to pull this off. As bad as 9/11 was, I think they would have pulled this off back then if they could have. People have asked me personally, do I see another 9/11 coming? I think it's already happening. It doesn't have to be an airplane. It doesn't have to be a building. It's happening now. Afghan, petrodollar, all of it. Put it all together. This is our world. I don't know if there's going to be anything to do with the plane. I just know I'm not getting on one, and I'm making sure anyone I know doesn't either, because I dealt with that last time.
What a night.
Yeah, I've had headaches from this since the day I started getting it, and that's just part of it. The other stuff, it's one piece after another, and we're getting more and more things in.
I know. People think it's about a war, they'll act like a victim. They think it's about a war, they act like a warrior. Prep up. Exactly, J squared. Exactly. I like that. We all just need to take deep breaths.
What about this one? Pope Francis resigning. What do you think about that?
Oh, come off it. Are you serious? Yes, Laura. He knows about all of it. Hey, prepper nerd.
How about this?
I can't read Italian.
Really?
No. I can speak it. I can't read it.
Well, Pope Francis. Wow. Shocking. That he would resign as of, hang on, voluntary resignation for the reasons of health for his 85th birthday.
Wait a minute. Months ago, you said that something was going to happen, but not until after the Pope was out.
Yep. Putting the picture
Stormy.
together, you? Are you putting
Don't
the picture?
you dare. Yeah.
So,
Yes, I love.
resigning in December. And it was published by an anonymous member of the Secretary of State at the Vatican.
Yes. Son of a bitch.
So you remember I mentioned to you before when the last Pope, this Pope, resigns.
Yeah.
You did a video on it, which I had asked you to do before. So if we go back to that video again now, it'll connect the dots.
Yeah. It wasn't taken down, was it?
That video, no, I think it's still up. I don't remember which one it is though. Like
I don't
know what,
remember either.
I don't know
I
what
don't
your
remember.
title is. But yeah, each one of the videos we did in the beginning, we did for a reason. And I told you I would be about 6 months ahead. And this is December that he's resigning. So it's about 6 months ahead. Give or take a few weeks.
Good night, Brandy.
So
I don't remember the name of the video, Heidi.
yeah,
There's so many. I don't remember.
yeah, we did them in a pretty good order though. I did what I could to keep them in the right order. I don't remember right now.
No, I don't remember.
I'll find it though. And then we did the Mark video
Right.
that also mentions the Pope.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. Because you said it wouldn't happen until after he was gone.
Mhm.
The mark of the beast.
Yep. And so since we've got this computer chip card that you cannot buy or sell without it, and that is coming soon. And I've always said to you guys that the dollar would be worth what? Maybe, if we're fortunate, 25 cents for the end of the year. And now with the dropping of the petrodollar and all those US dollars coming from multiple nations rerouting their way back to our nation, flooding the US with dollars, with a supply shortage and higher demand, it will drop our currency. And I've also gone on record saying spring of 2022 is when I expect people to be fully awake, because even though it may take them longer over the winter, meaning it may take the people longer to wake up than us, but over the winter, these other corporations, the businesses, the government, the main government, the central banks will have the QR code fully embedded into all of these places, including the grocery stores, and now that card where you can't even buy gasoline unless you have this card, and you can't do that unless you have a vaccination. And that will be by spring. They'll do it over winter because people are home more. You'll notice things less because you may go shopping once in a while, maybe once a week, but not as frequently as you would be out in the summer. They'll do it over winter. Or they'll create a shutdown time frame and do it then. I don't know. I just know that they keep saying they're going to do the shutdown thing. One way or another, it's the spring of 2022 when other people will now become more awake because they won't be able to buy food. unless they have that card. So what are they going to do? They're all going to have to run out and get that little card, aren't they? Can't get that card unless you get that first. And all the ones that haven't prepped but still don't want that little thing are now going to be going, what do I do? We're not talking a few people, we're talking millions of people. They haven't prepped in any way. They haven't even tried. They're still living on the 3 days to 3 weeks worth of food in their homes. When that runs out, you can be damn sure it will. And they can't get it. Even these federally funded food banks won't be getting the food there. But guess what they're going to do? Oh, don't worry about it. At FEMA, we have everything for you. Just come down here. Come to your local FEMA center. We have plenty to feed you. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what that means? Stock up now.
Yeah.
So you don't have.
Yeah.
I keep saying it. I sound like a broken record. You know what? I'm just going to record and make a video of me just saying, stock up now, stock up now, stock up now, stock up now, stock up now.
But
I bet you it'll be the most viewed video I have.
But you don't want to be one of those ones that have to run down to that FEMA center.
No, but I have to keep reiterating over and over and over and over and over again. It's like,
well,
these guys are the only ones that listen.
Right. Well, here you're preaching to the choir. We know that, right? Because we've said it so many times and all that. But occasionally you get some new people on, or some people that have just recently woken up, and they need to hear it. So you got to keep saying it.
It's like I preached to a brick wall for over a year, talking about Sean's family, right?
Yeah,
over a year.
You're listening now.
Yeah, Mom listened. But do you want to know what woke his sister up? A TikTok video. TikTok?
Right.
I'm your sister. You should have freaking listened to me first, not some TikTok. Where the hell did I go wrong? TikTok. Isn't TikTok made for 2-year-olds? TikTok. Yeah. I've never even been on TikTok. When I first found out about TikTok, I said, is that an app for a clock for your phone? Because that's how intelligent I am when it comes to technology. This one had to show me where the power button was on my laptop.
Yeah, that was bad. I'm sorry. That was bad. I'm like, really? You don't? Okay.
It's embarrassing, but it's true.
The fact that I could do that from how many hundreds of, how many thousand miles away from, I can show you where your own power button is. Come on now, really? Okay. But anyway, guys, that's why we're doing what we're doing here, for the new people too that come on, trying to make sure they hear and understand what we're saying. They may not always catch all the previous videos, but this is pretty damn serious, what's going to happen. And when they ever said to me, the people are going to wish that this was Venezuela. When they said that to me,
right there,
my head almost blew off my shoulders, because I understand the plight of the Venezuelans very well. So if that happens, which they assure me it will, You know, I'm 53 years old. Okay. And the people of my generation and under have never known anything but war. We've been at war my entire life. And I'm a really good student of history. I study the wars. I follow the money trails. I know why they happen. In our lifetime, from my age and under, even 60 and under, we've not seen the likes of anything like what is coming. Nothing at all. The recession of 2008, that was nothing. And if they had let that actual crash really happen, we would have recovered by now. But they didn't. And the fact that they didn't is what's going to hurt us even more now. Now they're saying that, oh, well, we're not going to let that happen. They can't prevent it from happening, because the only way they can do anything now, the only way they can move on at all, is to continuously pump money back into the system. It's fake money, it's phony money, but it's the only way they can do it. They must produce more fake dollars. They must give them to you in a little card to have you go out and buy, so that it can stimulate the economy. But what they're also doing at the same time is they're forcing you to only be able to use those dollars if you take an experiment. So aside from that, even if that wasn't a fact, which it is, they can't print enough money to fix what has happened. All they can do is keep printing more to keep up with it. And why do you think every single one of these stimulus packages are higher and higher and higher? We're up to 3.5 trillion on the latest one. Oh, and by the way, for those naysayers out there that had originally said that, oh no, we're not going to get $2,000 a month on the stimulus. Yeah, well, guess what? Right now, they're looking at a bill that says, or a proposed bill that says 4,000 to 8,000. And that would mean husband, wife, but that means single, one person, $4,000 a month. Now, I can guarantee you this. Okay, I can guarantee you this. They did that so that when they then come down and level off at 2,000 instead of 1,200, which is where they were before, they can meet in the middle and accept it. And then that's exactly what I told you guys to begin with, $2,000. Now, if it ends up higher, that shows me how much more desperate they are than I thought they actually were. But yes, 4,000 to 8,000 plus the child tax credit. So if you have kids, it would be even higher than that because of the kid. 4,000. Pretty freaking awesome, huh? But here's the problem with that now. You got to get this, don't you? So they give it to you and they get you used to it. And oh my gosh, now you've got this money. But now in order to keep getting it. So if they can't get you to take this to get food, they'll give you money to take this and then give you the card for your food. Either way, that's their goal, to turn you into a human experiment. Because all of the animals that they tried this on before, and yes, they did do animal trials, but they don't want to talk about it because they all died. Yeah, I have that too. We all know what's going to happen if I put that out there. $4,000. That shows me how desperate they truly are. How much they want to destroy it, but it also shows me that they can't stop. They can't. It's like they're an addict or something, and they just have to keep putting their fix out there. It's not going to fix a damn thing. The banks are all in on it. I know, because I have that too. But that'll just put a big red dart right about here. $4,000.
Disgusting.
4,000. It's their last chance at trying to stimulate the economy. It isn't going to stimulate a damn thing. And then force you to spend it because you're going to lose it if you don't. While they raise the food prices, drive up the commodities market, dump oil. The amount of evil that is involved in this is staggering. So, there's a lot more coming up in the newsletter. And I understand some people with some people there's a little bit of pushback. A lot of people can't either afford $5 or you don't want to pay for it one way or another. Some of you do and you already have, and bless you guys, you're awesome. But I understand that there's a cost to things, and I understand that there are priorities and people need to take care of them first. Do so. But I'm also working at this diligently for nothing. And I'm trying to help build Autumn's channel and help her too. So I am sticking to the $5. I'm not doing it for free. However, I will tell you this. For those that do, and I wasn't going to say this tonight, but I am now. For those that do the newsletter and the prepaid for a year, I'm going to be raffling some of this stuff. So I don't know when the raffle is going to be yet because I'm waiting on a shipment. I got it on purpose to help you guys. But you got to do the newsletter because you got to help Autumn on that as well. $5, guys. $5 a month. That's all it is. And we'll be able to get you stuff that many people can't. It's going to be worth the $5. I can guarantee you that. But for those that do the prepaid for a year, it's $55. So we're discounting it for 1 month. So it's 11 months worth. If you prepay for a year, you're on the list for the raffle for this stuff. And yes, it's real. Yes. But I just put in another short shipment, but we'll be raffling for it. Not the whole shipment. I'll probably do one coin at a time. But in doing that, you would win approximately half of your year back. So that's for those that do the prepaid for a year. You don't have to. I'm not doing that to pressure you guys. I'm doing it to just let people know that anybody that wants to can do it. It is $5. And if you can do the year, we'll do what we can to lower the cost by doing raffles. And you guys get hard assets to put it back into. And you don't have to pay tax on this, right? Because I just send it to you. So
the PayPal link is in the description box, or you could do Cash App, or you could just send a check or money order to my PO box, address it to Trish.
Yeah.
Okay, well, put it in her name, but address it to me, like send it to my PO box.
Yes. So we wrote it in the letter.
I couldn't get it out. I don't know why. I have mom brain still.
In the letter, it's to ABG, but on the check, it's to me. And the reason
Yeah.
why is because I'm handling the fund, and because we're going to be doing things like the silver, and the silver is in my name.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So,
you didn't get a return email? Okay. Sue and Sam,
yes.
I'll be checking my email tonight. For some reason, a lot of emails are going to spam. And Trish has been realizing it too. I don't know why. So I have to go to spam and check, and I'm having to say, no, that's not spam, and bring it over to my inbox. And it's like, I don't know what's going on. And they're totally safe.
Okay,
so I don't know. So
I'll check my spam now. Honestly, I have not, because that's the first time I've heard that people are having a spam issue.
Yeah, it's happening to me every day. It's a pain in the ass.
Okay, I'm looking at my spam now. I have nothing in here since May. So
hang on. Where am I?
So for you guys, ones that
Yep, look at my spam. Kelly, Karen, Teresa, Deborah, alert for talking about want me to send something to my son. Alexandra, can I get on the newsletter? Yes, Karen Baker. If you're in here still, yeah, spam. But
okay, so I've had nothing on
spam. It happens every day.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I've had nothing go to my spam. So you guys that have emailed taassociates1020@yahoo.com. Yes, I got a lot of emails from you guys about the newsletter, and then I responded with the letter mentioning why we're doing what we're doing, and that it's $5 a month or $55 for the year. So I've responded to those. If you did not get a response in that fashion, it's a multi-paragraph letter saying how to pay for it and how much the cost was. If you did not get that, then I did not receive an email from you to put you on that list. Even if you may have sent it, I did not get it. Anyone that did hear from me and then responded with either a payment one way or another, things like Cash App, they know if they've done it, and then it sends back a thumbs up or whatever. Many people have emailed me. I've emailed back. I have not had a chance to email everybody back. So I probably have another 20 or so people that have asked for the newsletter in the last 2 days. I have not had a chance to send them that letter. I did it prior to that. So I'll be getting to all of you guys shortly. I just needed a little more time. So we're working on the newsletter. The newsletter will be coming to you not necessarily for September 1st. It will be anywhere between the 1st and the 5th, just to let you know. And the reason why is because there's a long list of people. Okay, so I can only do so many at a time.
And I'm getting a lot of emails today for the veterans section. So
nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I was really happy about that. I got really excited. You should see all the pictures. I love it.
So we'll do our best to get that out to you in the early part of September. Okay. My goal is for the 1st, but don't hold me to the 1st. It's somewhere between the 1st and the 5th. And like I said, we're going to be doing things like the raffle for silver for the people that are on the prepaid for a year. We'll be doing other raffles. We haven't decided what yet, but we will be doing them.
Yeah.
And you're going to get some information in there that you won't see too many other places. My country road video that I've been talking about is also going to be there in the newsletter. Mm-hmm. So you have to be on it in order to get it. It's the only way I can do it. I've tried diligently to get that video up on my channel, and it just won't stay up. I've done everything I
Yes.
can.
Right. And Stephanie, yes. Stephanie Joe, yes. For October's newsletter, I want to get with you anyway, because there's quite a few people that want to talk to you. But yes, Stephanie, I wanted you to have the bonus section for Marbury has bonus section for this month, but I need you to have the herbal, because she's an herbalist, because a lot of people ask for information on that, and because you are schooled with that, I feel that you should have that section for October. Okay, so get with me on that, please. Call me later or tomorrow or whatever. Okay, and we'll talk about that. Okay, and just write up something, however you want to write it up, and send it over to one of us. And whoever else, like I said in today's earlier video, I want everyone to start emailing me. Ma, did you not hear what I just said, you goofy ass? I want everyone to send me an email with your best prepping advice. Okay. And every month, someone is going to get a chance to have a piece of that bonus section in the newsletter. So, it's important that you guys email me and say, this is my best prepping advice. Things like that. So, yes, and plant a victory garden today. Thank you, Rockout Blackout. Yes, very good advice. Yeah. But I want if you have any veterans in your family, or you are a veteran, or you're active military, I want your pictures. I want the stories, and I want your best prepping advice, because it's going to be going in the newsletter every month.
Yeah, that's one of the things we've been talking about with this. We don't want it to just be us that's doing this. We want it to be interactive with the group, because
that's right.
When she turns around and says, welcome back to our channel, she doesn't mean me and her. She means you guys.
All of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we want this to be interactive, and understand that, okay, it is $5, but it's got to be something to help Autumn out with her family as well. Really, honestly, if we were at this stage now with the amount of subscribers that she has, able to do it any other way, we would. But the reality is, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, she has about 10,800-ish subscribers, but only approximately 1,500 are actually showing up and hitting the like button and commenting, or it's the same 1,500. It's not the 10,000 and change. We don't know what the disparity is with that number. If there are more, they're not active on here. So there may be, but we're trying to get the channel to grow. And my goal is to get her to, believe it or not, 50,000. That's my goal. I'm taking it in small steps along the way. As they say, you don't eat the whole elephant, right? You just take small sections. So I'm trying to get her ultimately to 50,000. And then once we get her there, we can look at a free newsletter. I'd be thrilled to be able to do that. But this is her income, is YouTube, as it is with many other channels. But it barely covers a small bill per month. So without saying too much more personal info that I shouldn't say, I will tell you that it pays her pennies. It does not pay her what you think it does. So this newsletter, at just $5 a month, guys, the price of a cup of coffee, really. I get it. A lot of people can't do it. And I'm not badgering anyone. I totally understand that. But that's why we had to charge something for it, because we're not working with 10,000 plus subscribers. We're working with an active, probably 1,500. And even at that rate, nowhere near that for the newsletter. I'm simply trying to help her create an income so that if Sean has to walk away because he doesn't feel it's in his best interest to take a shot, just as I won't take the shot, or many of you won't, it's the only way I can make sure she'll have an income where she won't lose her home. So once we get to 50,000 subscribers, we'll drop the price, if not do it free. That's the goal. So work with me on that. If you value your information, if you value the information and the time that we've spent on this to do it, and Autumn herself, $5 is all we're asking for a month. If you can do the year, great, but we're not asking you to do that. I'm trying to give back where I can with the silver to those that are able to do that. I can't do it for $5, but I can do it for the year prepaid. So hit the like button. Make sure you're in the subscribed section, because a lot of people get knocked off and they don't know it. Hit the bell icon so that you're getting the notices regularly, and share the video out. We don't say that often enough. Share it with people. Send it by text, send it by email, and say, hey guys, have you seen this? Do that for her. It helps the algorithm. I don't know how YouTube does that, but it helps. So, without beating a dead horse, that's it for tonight. We'll see
Yeah, we went way over.
Yeah, we'll see you Friday.
Yeah. Good night, guys. Thanks, Darcy, again. You're awesome.
Good
See
night.
you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay positive, keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Bye.